Where I left off last time. As you can see here, my SST start is finally working. I fixed the issues I had with my credentials, and now if you can see, it's actually hosted something here on CloudFront. If we try to go to that in a browser, let me open up a new browser here. If we try to do that in a browser, let me open up a guest profile. Boom. You can see they've hosted this for us. Serverless stack. This placeholder website is deployed using sst start. To deploy your Next.js site, run sst deploy. I'm going to leave that here for now and check the tutorial I was following. sst Next.js. So where were we up to? We were, oh no, we didn't even get up to that. Create front end, did that. Assume we did that. Don't remember doing this, but we probably did it because the last step we did was this, npm start. So now they want us to run the front end with npm run dev. Okay, let's do that. Might have to make a new tab here. npm run dev. Wait, do I have to do this in the front end directory? Probably. Yeah, in the front end directory. Okay, so now we've got a thing running on localhost, a local web server. Let's see what happens. Cool, this is our next app. I clicked it like 8 times, but it only registered twice. It's interesting because this is, I think this is actually saving to a database. So if I refresh this and click it, it should say 5. Yeah, cool. So it's actually saving to a DynamoDB that's hosted on AWS, which is pretty cool. I'll zoom that in for everyone on TikTok. You click this button, it increments it. It's quite slow, but I don't know, I guess that's expected from free tier AWS local stuff. Let's have a look at the code quickly before we continue. So we've made a stack which kind of defines all the infrastructure that we're hosting. So we've got a table here which has a key counter, which is a string. That's interesting. I'd assume that would have to be a number anyway. And we've created a Next.js site in the region and the table, getting that table, just the default region, which I think is US East. And next we've added the permissions for the API to be able to access the table. And then in the front end code, let's see, we have a page index.js, which on click will send a fetch post request to this API count, and has a button here that clicks it, and then the response from this method is actually the new count value, which will get updated here. A little fly here, excuse me. Let's see if we can find the backend method for that. Services, maybe? Functions, lambda. Nope. Test, nope. Where would I find that actual method that increments it? Should be somewhere here. Services. I thought it would be here. Interesting. I don't remember where that actually is. Let's have a look at the tutorial. Where did we define this method count? Here, right here. This is in count API count.js. So can I bring that back up? Sfans app, where's API? We don't have an API folder. What? Huh? Add the following. Oh, it's in the front end. Okay, that's weird. I would not have expected this API method to be in the front end. Wait, where? Front end pages API. Oh, maybe because it's kind of like server-side rendering, so you still have the server methods in the front end. I'm not sure exactly why or how, but it's kind of new to me. Typically I'd expect this API to be in the back end. Like not in the front end folder. I don't know. Anyway, let's see what it does. So when we call the handler for this count method, it sets up some parameters to query the database. We want the row where the counter is called hits. We get that, and then if it exists, we set the count to the tally, otherwise initialize it at 0, and then we put it to the count +1 and update that and return the count. Okay. So let's see what it wants us to do next. We've ran it locally. It looks quite different to what they have. I guess maybe my CSS didn't load properly or something. I don't really care too much for that. I just wanted to get this deployed so then I can change it up to do what I actually want it to do rather than this tutorial code. If you click the button, the count should update. If you refresh the page and do it again, it will continue to count. Okay, let's check the updated value in DynamoDB in the SST console. Okay, so SST provides like a little web app dashboard console thing. Let's have a look at it. DynamoDB. Okay, we have this counter called hits, and it has a tally of 6. And I assume if we go and update this to 7, will it update? I might have to refresh or just press scan. Probably should have just pressed scan. And I assume that would be 7 now. Yep, cool. So that's all linked up and working, which is pretty cool. That was quite easy to set up. Yeah, even compared to serverless, I think like just running those commands, it's quite easy to set up that whole backend infrastructure, which I really liked. Let's see what they want us to do next. So now we're actually going to deploy this to AWS, which I think the backend is already deployed, but now I assume it's going to deploy the front end as well. Let's open a new terminal here. And run that deploy command to prod, straight to prod. Badass AF. All right. Well, that's deploying. We'll read ahead. This allows us to separate our environment. So when we're working in our local environment, it doesn't break the app for our users. You can stop the npm start that we had previously run. Once deployed, you should see something like this. Okay. Oh, nope. I got an error. What's the error? Command failed. Invalid config detected. The root value has an unexpected property, target, which is not in a list of the allowed properties. What? The target property is no longer supported. I'm sure I can just Google this. Seems like this is the tutorial is deprecated. Let's see what Google says. So what should I change it to? Or do I just remove it? Where does it even say target here? It doesn't. Let me look at another question. So the target thing is actually a warning. Apparently the problem is sharp. I used a placeholder hash to get everything in stat prods. Huh? Sorry, hold up. I fixed it using placeholder next. Oh my god. Why don't more people have this problem? This is weird. I'll use this, like, just the fact that no one's like upvoted this or anything is like, oh, this is on the server list next. All right, let's have a look at what the hell this is. Placeholder. Is this legit? 3,000 downloads. Somewhat legit. All right, I'm just gonna use this for now. Like, seems kind of sus, but not like overly sus. Where is our config? Should be here. Is that the config that they're referring to? Module.exports. That doesn't seem right either. Module.exports. Let's see where, if I have my config. Oh, here we go. Okay, that shouldn't be too hard then. Copy this. Paste it here. And then do with placeholder. Next config. That's kind of what he's done, right? Yep. Okay. Let's see if that works. Just waiting for the npm install to finish. It's still taking some time. Done. Okay, sweet. I'm gonna try run the deploy again. See if that works. No, different error this time though. Operation not permitted. Is that a permissions thing for my local machine? I'm gonna try to run it in VS Code. See what it says. What was the command? Something about deploy stage prod. See if it works here, because I know this VS Code's running as admin. If this was like Unix, I'd just put a sudo in front of it, but I'm on Windows. Nope, same error. I don't know why this is running. Let's see what Google says. SST Next.js. The error is commonly seen when running a new build while the server is running. Oh, okay, so I mean, it would have been nice if the tutorial had mentioned all these things, but okay, so let me just stop the server the local server I have here, stop that, and then try running the prod deployment again. Come on, prod deployment, let's work. Surely. No, different error. What is it this time? Oh, the same target issue. What? But I fixed that. Aww. I knew that answer was sus. I'm gonna uninstall that weird ass thing I installed. What was it called? Placeholder with an I? That's so weird. Uninstall, and then I will which file was it? This file. Remove my changes. Oh. Here. Okay, so we're back to the original problem with the target. The target property is no longer supported in next.config. Can we just remove it? Hold on, let me look at my next.config again. Config. Where does it even say target? It doesn't even say target. So weird. Serverless. This is from 2021. I feel like maybe this isn't the underlying error. Do we have other errors in the logs? Let's have a look. Where was it? Here. Command failed. The root value. Target is no longer supported. What else? Let's go to their official Next.js web. Possible ways to fix it. Fix the listed config errors. We'll remove this warning. It says it's just a warning, so why does it actually stop? I'm confused. So here's a warning, but it's also coming in as an error. It'd be nice if this just worked. Yeah, sad. Troduso, thank you for your sad face. It's how I feel right now. But this is just, I don't know, standard development when you're trying something new. It usually doesn't work the first time. So I'm gonna read this again, see if I missed anything. I don't think I did. Let's see where. I don't even think we manually put in the config. I think that's all boilerplate. So it's like a SST issue. SST invalid next config. Anything here? I'm gonna put in target as well. I just made it worse. I'm using next compose, next PWA, and I get similar warnings. I ditched it, and that doesn't help. Must include SST. Oh, a comment from Israel. I'm going to university next September doing what code should I learn to prepare myself for intern stuff. I have a bias towards JavaScript, but in the end, if you learn like the main concepts, it doesn't really matter. You'll be able to pick up like between JavaScript and Python, and you know, all the modern languages pretty easily. So it wouldn't matter, just whatever you feel comfortable with. If you like making apps, I'd do JavaScript. If you like more data science, do Python. If you like optimization stuff, do C++ or C#. C#'s pretty nice. Yeah, it doesn't matter too much, just get started. All the concepts are the same pretty much throughout the languages. This is really annoying. Gonna read some more Stack Overflow to try fix this issue. I need to add a missing dependency. I don't think I have an issue with that. No worries, Israel. Thank you for your comment. Please go ahead. Feel free to ask anything. While I fix this out, I might as well bring some value to my viewers, because this will be pretty boring to watch me trying to debug this issue. I don't have material UI. How old is this article? Does it say view history? July 28th, so not too bad, like 4 months old. I'm not sure if it's a way that I set it up that's causing the issue, or something with our next config. Let's have a look at our next config again. React strict mode, React minify. What if I just remove all the configs? See what happens. What's this squiggly? Passing error, cannot find module. This is common. Let me try Google that one. Cannot find module next Babel. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe I just got to npm install next Babel. Create a file called babelrc and add this. What? In your root? Okay, let's try that. What do we got here? In my root directory, so just here. New file babel.rc. I kind of doubt that'll fix it, but let's see if it gets rid of the error. No. I'm gonna do npm install next Babel. I feel like that would fix it, because it's complaining it's missing a module, and in JavaScript the modules are like npm modules. Repository not found. Well, I'm gonna try deploy while I ESLint RC. Oh, because it's like is that an ESLint error? No, it doesn't say that. Do I have an ESLint RC? Nope. Do not. Maybe that needs to be in the front end as well. Oh, there is. Wait, what do they want me to paste? Huh. Alright, we'll move babelrc to the front end root. Try that again. See if it's, whoa, why is this red? Okay. Whoops. Oh, okay, so that fixed that. Let's see if it'll fix the deployment. Come on. Deploy, please. Please, computer gods. Nope, same issue. Okay. Why? Why? One of these Stack Overflows is bound to have the answer. None of these are saying anything about this target issue except these first two. Deprecated user target field, therefore the enforced target inside will be removed. Do I set my next config anywhere else? I'm gonna read. Oh my days, what is that? No. 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 That's not good. Oh well. I should have really saved all this. Next config. Nope. It's not mentioned anywhere else. Okay, this guy's getting a similar issue, but not really. I have all such complicated. I don't have anything in my next config. What was it saying about target? The target conf has been removed and superseded by output file tracing. Trace each page. This feature helps reduce stored. Next trace you can leverage output tracing. Furthermore, this removes the need for deprecated serverless target, which can cause various issues. I feel like this is the issue here. Well, I just read that. And now my next config is empty. Yeah. What is this? Oh man, this is sad. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna not use Next.js because I give up. I'm gonna use just React.js. Yeah, just for the sake of progress. I mean, it would have been nice to use Next, but it seems like it's kind of broken. So let me see here. I'm gonna open this up in my file explorer. Give me one sec. I'm gonna rename this app to Best Friends app. No, I'm gonna rename it to Archive, the Best Friends app. Won't let me do it because it's open in VS Code. Close VS Code. Close all my terminals. Boom. Okay. Now, open a new terminal. And we're gonna start this tutorial. Speed run with React instead of Next.js. Best Friends app. Okay, let's see how fast I can do it. Start timer. Stopwatch. Nice. cd best fans app npm install. No, 2 L's. This speed run. 19 seconds. What was my shortcut to stay on top? Figure it out while this is npm running. So if you're on Windows and you download Power Toys, you can go to always on top. Windows Control T. Alright, so if I press Windows Control T, boom. Now that's always on top. Pretty cool. Now we just have this timer here. This is my STS React full stack app speed run. Okay, so it's currently npm installing. We're gonna look ahead to the next, close all this, to the next step. Adding the table. Should we do that? I just kind of want to yeah, we should probably do that. Yeah, we're gonna follow the whole tutorial. Oh shit, it's already up next. Alright, open up VS Code, go to My Stacks. Wait a second. Oh no. Okay. One sec. Okay, this is My Stacks. New stack. Let's go. Let's go. My Stack. Wait, what did it look like? Oh, the whole thing. Boom, done. That's that step. Next step, create the API under it here. Oh my god. Okay, done. Next step, setting up the React app. Replace the following here. What was it before? It's the same shit. What the fuck? Oh no, replace. Oh, I didn't read it properly. Replace that with this. Whoops. Alright, 3 minutes. You can also optionally configure that. Oh, we'll do that later. Reading from our table. Oh, okay. So this one compared to the Next.js, they actually have the function in the backend. So that's what I'm used to. But I guess that I was kind of correct with Next.js because it's kind of server-side rendering. You kind of have a mix of backend code in your front-end code. Shit. Pressing buttons where I shouldn't be. No. Did they say replace the whole thing? Yep. Oh no, my stopwatch crashed because I tried to print it. Whoops. Alright, we'll just... Oh no, my whole Chrome crashed. What a disaster. No. Damn it. Why does trying to print Chrome crash everything? It's so stupid. Just close it. We'll start again. Hey, Kid Khaled. Thank you for joining the stream. I think I made a little text here. Oh no, hold up. Best friends. I made a little text here. I'm trying to use sst.dev to build a full stack app that shows my latest videos, comments, and incentivizes interaction with my videos. I tried Next.js, but it didn't work, so I'm doing a React front end. with Lambda and DynamoDB on the backend. Thanks for joining the stream. We've been running into a lot of issues, so the progress has not been quite as smooth as I wanted it to be, but you know, we're here. Was this the tutorial I was following? Yep. Wait, was it? Looks different. No, this is... so yeah, I'm just going on SST and following their React example or tutorial. Yeah, it's coding in a nutshell. You're completely right. Well, coding something new in a nutshell. I feel like once you know how things work and you've used stuff before, you know all the downfalls and like all the gotchas, and you can like do stuff faster. But yeah, I've never used SST to kind of host and deploy a full stack app before, so I'm still learning and yeah, running into a lot of issues. So where were we? I think we were here. Yep, I replaced the table. Yep, had the table, had that, had the outputs, and then yep, this lambda TS, which I think I just did. Yep. Now we've got to install AWS SDK in the services folder. Let me try and make this a bit bigger for you guys, if it'll let me. Yep. Okay. Now we can npm start. Ooh. So that should deploy a little thing to, well, the backend at least, to CloudFront, and then we can see it in the dashboard, which we already did before. Now we've got to create the actual front end. So let's do that. I don't like create React app. I prefer to use Vite, but we'll just do this anyway, so we're following the tutorial. It shouldn't make too much difference. It sets up the React app. Create React app will call a warning if it's inside a repo that uses jest. We don't worry about that. We also need to load environment variables from our SST app. To do that, we'll be using serverless stack static site env. So you'll run that in the front end. Wait, hold a second. Wait. I might have to quit this because I think we have to run this in a front end app. Oh no, it's already creating the app called front end. Okay. Okay, we got an issue with our package JSON. Let's have a look at it real quick, because I think it's because which package JSON? Oh, it already included the front end. I'm going to delete the front end and run that from scratch. Whoops. Okay. Then we install static, and then we replace the start script with a SST specific one. We can run it. I won't worry about that because I want to get quickly to the deployment, which is here. This is where we got stuck last time with the Next.js app. So we'll let that run. I have to just open something while that's running. Where's my chat? There we go. Okay, still running. Yeah, dude, create React app is like so bloated and slow. It'll take a while. Oh. Could we do this while this is running? Let's see. Let's see if it's created this folder yet. Front end. Nah, not yet. Soon. Oh, it's coming. I feel it coming. I feel it coming. It's almost done. Do we have to create the file or? No, we're just replacing the app.js. App.js, replacing the whole file here. With their given one. And their CSS. Oh my god, with the given one. Okay, now we'll have that. Update the table with clicks. Add this above the return statement in the function. In lambda. Lambda return. Uh-oh. Why is this giving error? Oh, it's right there. It's like a TypeScript error. Nice, we finally made it to the deployment stage. Let's go. Oh, we haven't. Oh, shit. Forgot to run this npm start, it looks like. So we'll run that first. Make sure it's deployed all the backend. I don't even know if we need to run this, probably. I think it initializes all this SST stuff. So we'll let that run. Might take a little while. What can we do in the meantime? Look at my TikTok. I think we got some comments kind of recently. Let's see. Not really. Let's do a monkey type. Whoop, monkeytype.com. Damn, I can't really move this up enough. There we go. Oh, it's almost finished. $79. No, I can do better than that. Let me warm up my fingers. Sit on them for a bit, let them get warm. Get the blood to them. Alright, let's go. Let's try get 90 at least. Ah. 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 Nah. Yeah, got 90. That's good. A bit stressful, but you know, that's kicks in the adrenaline, epinephrine, all them hormones, get me alert, ready to host this app, hopefully. I can look into, a lot of people have been saying to use XPath. I don't know if I can use it with Puppeteer. No, maybe you can. Whoa, I guess that's an XPath expression. Never seen anything quite like it. But it does seem more useful than a CSS selector, like more specific. So I definitely see the use in using it, but let's see how they use it in. Oh, just wait for XPath. And then how do you get it? Evaluate the XPath expression just by doing $X. Huh. That seems pretty simple. If I hadn't already done the CSS selector, I might have given this one a go. But we'll just use a CSS selector until it breaks. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. What's this? Hold on. There we go. Had a little speck on my monitor. Oh my god, this is taking forever. What is it doing? Let's have a read. It's creating buckets, creating CloudFront, creating S3 buckets, CloudFront distributions. So I guess it's just deploying the whole AWS infrastructure, which is weird because like this worked for my Next.js app, but when I tried to deploy to prod, we had issues. Oh, that's because I don't think this actually deploys the front end. This is just the back end. So I think there was some issues with the front end. Hopefully there won't be issues this time. We'll find out as soon as this finishes. Hopefully not too long. Hopefully. Getting kind of bored. What else could I do? Let's see what other coding games there are. Coding web app game. This one. Nope. No, this is probably not a good search. Oh, Yellowies Ask Thoughts on RuneScape. I love RuneScape. I spent so much time on that game and it actually inspired me to try and make my own. I don't know if you guys have seen my previous videos. I kind of stopped working on this, but I made Cube-Spaced, which is trying to be its own kind of like RuneScape, you know. You'll see a lot of similarities here. You can chat, and the chat messages are a lot like RuneScape with the yellow, but I didn't really go onto this. So if someone else goes onto this should be like an online thing. So now I've got two windows open here, and I can go next to the guy. Wait, no, is it not working? Oh, I guess it's not working. Oops. It used to be live. It was broken. Let's check the network tab. How do I do that on this? Oh my god, I'm using dictation. More tools, dev tools, network, refresh. Ooh, all messages. Yeah, looks like none of the WebSocket messages are going or coming. I think I have had a recent issue with my AWS credentials. which is interesting. But yeah, I've just kind of paused this project for now. We can pick it up later. It used to be online. I wanted to make it kind of like a survival game. Like kind of like Farmville mixed with RuneScape, mixed with like Rust. But yeah, kind of lost motivation for it. I have a idea of maybe open sourcing it and getting like a whole community to build on top of it. I think that would be really cool. But yeah, I don't know. That also requires some time. I bought my first ENS domain name. I don't know if you guys know what that is. ENS domains. So they're like kind of like web domains, but for Web3 on Ethereum, decentralized domains. I'll show you all my NFTs here on OpenSea. If I can figure out how to. Oh yeah, if you look here, like kind of the top NFT thing is ENS. So people are buying a lot of these domain names. I don't know what time frame this is. Let's 24 hours. So 155 ETH has gone through ENS in 24 hours. That's a lot. Let's see how much that is in USD. What YSD? What? No, that's 1 ETH. So 100. No, this is AUD as well. Why is this Google search so bad? I thought it would be able to figure this out. So that's like over 200 grand. Yeah, 255 grand in one day. Just through this Ethereum name service. Now my OpenSea account is AJV guy. No, it won't come up. But if I just find someone else's profile, I can change it to. Whoa, why is this? OpenSea has always been quite shit, like slow. Can't believe this deploy is also so slow. Oh no, it's working. Okay, sweet, sweet. Let's try deploy to prod now. Here we go. Deploy prod. I'm sure this will take quite a long time as well, so we'll leave that going while I show off NFTs. Here we go. Oh, it's just /AJV guy. Yeah, these are all my NFTs. This is the first one I bought. It was a ticket to VCon, which I don't know if you guys know Gary Vaynerchuk. That's why my account's called V Guy. It's a big conference in Minneapolis. It was super fun. VCon 2022. Is there images? Hey, I had like a big ass stadium here, the US Bank Stadium in Minnesota. And they had like Snoop Dogg, Logan Paul, Miguel, like all these artists. And they had all these stages. It was so cool. They had a big ass checkerboard. So much fun. Oh, looks like it's actually deploying. That's super cool. Finally. Took me about 2 hours to deploy this Fullstack app, but like I think the next time that I try to do it, I can do it in less than 20 minutes. Just to deploy the tutorial. But yeah, it's pretty simple. Like if you look at this, how long is that? Like, I don't know, let's just say, oh, it's actually quite long. But to deploy a full stack front end, back end, database, servers, it's pretty efficient, this sst.dev. I'll definitely be using it more in the future. What does the tutorial do after we deploy? Look at the console. Nice. Alright, so what I might do after it deploys is try to change the config here to go to my custom domain. Shit, I should have maybe done that before. Let's see when they start. Yeah. I wonder if I can change it after. We'll see. We will see. It'll probably take a whole lot of time, so maybe I won't change it this stream. Just because I feel like you guys are sick of just seeing all this deploy log. It's kind of boring. It'd be better if... Oh, we have a message here from Viable Clan member. Why is Fullstack better than front-end, back-end teams? That's a interesting question. I never thought about it like that. I wouldn't necessarily say one is better than the other. I think what you're asking here is why would you have, like, let's say 2 full stack developers on a team on a project rather than one back end and one front end? Is that a fair comparison? I think full stack is better because you have knowledge of the whole stack and the ability to change things where you want. Whereas if you have front end and back end teams, you might encounter situations where one team is kind of waiting or stuck or blocked by the other one. Let's see what this link is sent here. Dropbox Engineering Career Framework. What the career framework is a source for how to achieve impact for your role. Sorry, I stopped reading. And team, and how to grow your engineering career. For managers, it helps you set expectations. Okay. Does this mention front end and back end? Not really. So I guess they don't specify in Dropbox whether you're a front end or a back end, and they want you to be full stack, which I think is good. I feel like if you're good enough with either, you should be able to do both, at least functionality wise. There may be some specific skills that one has that the other doesn't have. Like for instance, front end devs could be better with styling and UI, and back end devs are better with scaling and architecture. I mean, that's kind of an obvious one, but from a general functionality logic perspective, for instance, like if you want to change, like modify something that's already built on either stack, I feel like a back-end engineer should be able to go into some front-end code and change a button from, incrementing something from one number to another number. And same way, a front-end engineer should be able to go into a server code and change, how much a button increments. So something really simple like that. But yeah, when you get to the more specific stuff, I guess there could be some holes. But thanks for the messages, Viable Clan member. I appreciate your engagement. Feel free to ask any more questions. I'm still stuck on this deployment. It's been taking a while, but it's a prod deployment. So once this finishes, we've pretty much got a working full stack app in prod, which is really cool. What level IC are you? Okay, I'm not too familiar with these IC terms, but in Australia, I'd be considered a senior developer, which doesn't really say much, which is kind of like, I guess, maybe like 5+ years of experience, 6+ years of experience. But I can read these while this is deploying and see what I'd consider myself. Okay, so IC1, deliver lots of high quality production ready code with directions. IC2, I'm prolific at delivering resilient and sustainable software projects from design to implementation. IC3, I independently identify and deliver software solutions through a set of milestones spanning a specific product focus or multi-component system. IC4, I autonomously deliver ongoing business impact across a team, product capability, or technical system. IC5, I set the multi-year technical strategy and deliver it through direct implementation. Okay, I think this is where I start to fall off. So probably I'd say I consider myself IC4. What's this? But I'm not too sure. These are just like specific things. Like if you look at the Amazon SDE levels, I call it, or SE levels, software, yeah. Does it compare them? So yeah, for Amazon, if you're from 0 to 2 years, you're SDE 1. Oh no, this isn't what I thought it was. So these are all old. Yeah, here. Is this it? Yeah. So for Amazon, does it say the years? No, it doesn't say the years. But they have SDE 1, SDE 2, SDE 3, and Principal SDE. And the pay package is pretty good. Oh, my deployment finished. And I think like generally they all have like kind of like the amount of years experience, but that's not always the case. Sometimes you'll have people with less years that are actually more competent than other people. Do you know anything like that Dropbox site for AWS? I'm sure it exists. I'll try to look it up for you. Sorry if you heard that, me hitting my mic. They have to have explained it somewhere. Yeah, I agree. The years don't matter, really, because you see a lot of more years experienced people, less technically experienced. Here, software engineering jobs. Okay, this isn't. I was looking for something that was written by Amazon, but can't really find it. Have a little look for you here. Job categories. Yeah, I can't really find it. Sorry, Viable Clan member, but I'm sure it's somewhere. Because they have the definition. They have like labels for each. Anyway, looks like our prod deployment has deployed. Let's have a look, see if it's running. Nice, React app. All right, click me. Click one time. Let's go. You're trying to reorg. Oh, are you more of like a hiring manager type? Interesting. So yeah, we've deployed this full stack application. And this is actually saving this number to a database. So if we refresh it or open a new tab and click, it should go to 6. If I on this other tab I click, it should be 7. Click again, 8. Very cool. Very cool. All right. I think I might finish the stream very soon, but yeah, that was just my aim to deploy this full stack app to prod. Your CTO, nice. CTO is a cool role. Kind of responsible for all the technical implementations of your company. Very cool. Look, just for you, mate, I'll try to look for those SDE definitions. No, that's a job description. I don't want to look at this Quora post from 2010. So outdated. I'm starting to think that Amazon themselves don't say what the definitions are publicly. So you have these other sites like Interview Quick Start, which might explain it. So let's see. So the first level, they possess basic computer knowledge, debug and write test cases, and gradually improve their problem solving and start building computer systems and software. They must possess a bachelor's degree in computer science or related field and know at least the languages such as Java, C++, or C#. They must also know object-oriented concepts. Even like reading this feels a bit outdated. I don't know, because I feel like you can get away without knowing these languages if you know like Python or JavaScript these days. Level 2, they must know application security, ownership, SSL, strong communication skills, which I think is pretty important in a lot of like higher up roles. SDE3 must have a minimum of 8 years professional experience in, they keep saying these 3 languages. In-depth knowledge of object-oriented. Maybe it's because they use that a lot in Amazon. But it really depends. Like Amazon's so big and they have so many different projects that like what you'll be using is quite different from project to project, I feel. And yeah, principal software engineer, 10 years experience, proven track record of dealing with high quality systems, focusing on scalability. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I feel like this is quite outdated as well, even though it says it's been written last year, but it still doesn't feel very up to date. So yeah, can't trust it. Yeah, anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this stream. Sorry I didn't get too much done, but yeah, we deployed this full stack front end and back end app 18 times. Has someone else been clicking this? I've definitely not clicked this 18 times. But yeah, if you want to go to this, I don't know, that's pretty impressive if they managed to figure out this URL. I'll host my app on my domain eventually, but we will combine. 2 streams ago we made kind of the JavaScript code to scrape TikTok. Now we've made the front end app. Now we have to connect the two to get the front end app to read from probably the database of where the back end will store the latest comments and do some cool visualizations based on that data. Catch you guys next time. Bye bye.